Today, our topic, we're going to talk about survival mode. I want you to tell us a little bit about your story around that topic.
Okay, survival. That's been my life. As a newborn, I was poisoned. I was given something bad in my bottle. Even as a newborn, I had to fight. I had to survive. I have a scar on my neck from 2 days old. I was in the hospital till I was almost one. I had to survive. Even then, my grandma had 13 children. So you can imagine how many cousins I had. I was the seventh great grandchild of my grandmother's. I was bullied a lot. I was always the outcast. I was always the one. I've had my ribs broke when I was 5, so I always had to fight. Yes, I've always had to fight to survive. Growing up, my mom was molested by my father. My father was the preacher of the church that I grew up in, that my mom had us in because my grandmother and my father had a relationship. And in that church, you get attacked. You don't know. I'm 10 years old. I don't understand why everyone's looking at me. So I had to learn how to survive. I had to learn how to sit there. And sometimes survival mode is just sitting there and shutting yourself up, silencing your voice, not asking, why do I look like the preacher? Because you get slapped in the mouth. And then once my dad died, my mom started drinking, and she started to become physically abusive to me. So I had to survive that. At first, I did everything she wanted. Let me survive this house. Let me just turn 18. Let me do everything right in school. Let me do everything right at home. Let me cook. Let me clean. Let me do everything she needed me to do. That wasn't working. So I went to the streets. I ran away. I had to survive on the streets. Survival mode on the streets looks a lot different than in your home. Keep your head down. Don't look at anybody. Fight, stab, do whatever you have to do. So that's kind of where I was. And again, it didn't always work out. To me, survival mode is just basically doing what you can to not get killed, doing what you can to not be beaten or raped or, pimped out. I've done a lot of things. I had to sometimes at 15, 14, sell drugs to survive so that I can eat, so that I didn't have to go home and face a mother who wanted to break my nose again or break my jaw again.